If you are a fan of explorer yachts, I have found a yacht that I am reasonably confident you will love. Her name is Mrs. D. Mrs. D, a one-off custom-built yacht designed by Vripack and built in 2013 by Moonen Yachts, is powered by twin Caterpillar C18s. She can carry just under 37,000 litres of fuel and has a cruising speed of 12 knots with a maximum speed of 13 knots. This explorer yacht has room on board for 6 people, including her owner, with an additional capacity for 3 crew. She has a length overall of 30.18 metres, which is just under 100 foot, whilst her beam is 7.15 metres, which is just under 24 foot. And, of course, with a beam of that size, as you would expect, she is very spacious. As well as a large flybridge and sun deck that also comes with a jacuzzi, this displacement motor yacht can also carry a decent sized tender and 2 jet skis on her aft boat deck. The owners of Mrs. D explained to Vripack that they wanted to build a boat that was designed for communal ocean voyages, that the couple envisioned would enrich the couple's relationships. Renowned for building yachts that offer comfort and safety on the 7 seas, Vripack decided to fulfill the brief with a design based on their well-proven Dogger's Bank offshore line. Above all, the concept featured an interior layout that offered occupants end-to-end visibility. And, of course, a quick glance at her external lines and features shows us just how well Vripack delivered on the brief which they had been given. When we look inside Mrs. D, we can really get a sense and feel of how this super yacht will treat her guests as they cruise across an ocean towards their far off destination. This explorer yacht's big windows around the communal areas really help create a sense of her passengers being at one with their maritime surroundings, helping to instill a sense of calm to anyone lucky enough to sail aboard her. The attention to detail on this yacht is incredible and shows what can be achieved when an owner enjoys a perfect match with the right naval architects and shipyard. Let us take a look at the bridge on this beautiful vessel. Of course, we have the captain's chair midships, and in front of him or her we have several screens right next to each other that enable the master of this vessel to get a very clear and concise picture of what is happening around them. We also have an elevated area here for anyone who is interested in the bridge eye view of what is going on. Personally, I love the layout of this bridge, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Let's just take a look at the external areas of this yacht. From forward to aft, we have a very practical forecastle area that will enable the crew to work safely and efficiently. Here we have a Portuguese bridge with a grab rail for the passengers and crew, essential on voyages in big and heavy seas. On the flybridge we have a hardtop that will give the guests and owner some shelter from the blazing sun. Further aft, the sun deck is spacious and has enough room for a seating area as well as a jacuzzi. The midships position of the aft davit means that both the tender and the jet skis can be launched and recovered in quick succession. Also located on the aft boat deck are the 2 life rafts. Meanwhile, on the radar masts we have 2 navigation radars with 2 satellite communication domes. With her high levels of fuel efficiency, Mrs D has a range of 5,000 nautical miles at a speed of 10 knots. The hull shape and bulbous bow, along with the weight saving measures and highly efficient propellers and engines, also reduce costs and minimise the yacht's environmental impact. Mrs D was sold recently and had a last known asking price of around $7 million US. I just wanted to say a big thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you haven't already, then please remember to subscribe to my channel and to give this video a like. If there are any other explorer yachts, expedition yachts or trawler yachts or super yachts in general that you would like me to feature on my channel, then please let me know in the comments section. And if you own a yacht and you want me to come on board and film your yacht to showcase it to the world, then let me know. I'll be more than happy to talk to you about potentially coming on board. If you'd like to support my channel as it grows, then you can become a member of my YouTube channel by clicking on the link that's going to appear now. By becoming a member of my channel, you'll get access to VIP content and exclusive features. So once again, thanks for watching this video, fair winds and following seas.